Okay, another great question. Love it. If you want to send me a question or a comment or a concern, please text me on my community text. It's in my Instagram bio, or it's 760-388-6621. Yes, I had to look at it. No, I don't have it memorized. So send me your questions. This one's great. This one is, how do I break the hereditary cycle of alcoholism and codependency in my family? First thing, congratulations on knowing that you've got alcoholism running through your family. And hopefully this is a conversation you've had with others in your family. Whether you're codependent or you're, if you're an adult child of an alcoholic, if you're codependent, if you're an enabler, how do you stop that? How do you do something better for your kids? Well, you have to seek help for yourself. You have to change. You have to shift your perception that what you're doing is working. All right? You have to grow spiritually and mentally. And the easiest way to do that, of course, is to join a 12-step program or get a good therapist. But if it's alcoholism and addiction, well, you need to stop. You need to get in recovery and work 12 steps so that you can go back and repair. It's not enough to stop. If you stop and you white knuckle it and you're a pain in the ass and everybody wants you to have a frickin' drink, that's not breaking any kind of a hereditary chain. Breaking a hereditary chain is saying, hey, I have a problem. I've decided to get help. I want to apologize for my behaviors and my actions in the past, and I'm going to try to do better. And then doing better. Right? The best thing is people in recovery that have children in recovery. The children know if they ever have a problem where they can go. That's what you want. Now, codependency, your children are going to learn from your relationships. How is your relationship with your loved one? Children, little girls, learn how to be treated by watching how their father treats their mother. If you have a little girl in your house and your husband beats the shit out of you, that's what you're showing her relationships are. So if you cannot leave for yourself, you need to leave for your daughter, so she doesn't end up with a wife beater. Now that's kind of a really blunt example, but you get it, right? If you are in a relationship where there's no boundaries, you're teaching your children that there's no boundaries, right? They need to have boundaries. They need to, and how are they going to know that? Are you going to tell them? No, you're going to show them. How do they have boundaries? How do you have boundaries? Do you have any boundaries with your neighbors? Like, can your neighbors come over and just ring your bell and bother you for your Wi-Fi passcode at midnight? Or have you said, I'm sorry, we don't answer our door after 10 because we're all getting ready for bed. Like, we're in bed. We have children that go to bed at 8:30, and so don't ring my bell. I mean, when I first started this work, I had alcoholics and addicts calling me 24/7. And I'll tell you, it almost killed me trying to be helpful. So even if you're sponsoring someone, you got to set up some boundaries. Don't call me after this time. You can call, for me, don't call me before 8. Unless I've told you to call me, don't call me before 8. I'm up at 5:30. I don't want to talk to anybody until 8. I go to a 7 a.m. meeting first thing, so I don't want to talk to you till after my meeting, because if I talk to you before my meeting, I'm probably going to say something horrific, which is why I go to meetings. So that's an unspoken rule. If you call me and leave a message, I will call you back after 8. That's unspoken, means people have grown to know that about me, right? Same with nighttime. I don't answer crazy things after a certain time. I've set up a time frame, right? If it's an emergency, of course I'm gonna answer you. But a lot of things aren't emergencies. People just want your time. They want your attention. They just want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So how you're reacting in your life? How are you treating the guy who gave you the wrong change at the grocery store? Are you freaking the frick out on the guy and demeaning him? Your children are watching. So that's how you're going to change things. You're going to change by being an example. If you have something terrible going on in your life, and if your child had that going on, you would take them to a doctor, then you're going to go to a doctor so your kids can say, oh my gosh, if there's a problem, you can ask for help, right? You don't have to suffer alone. You want to show your daughter that you have good, healthy relationships with other women, right? And if there's a woman in your life that's not going with, then you stop that relationship in a healthy way. So that's how you're going to change that. The same with Alcoholics Anonymous. Changed behavior. Changed attitude and behavior. That's how you're going to break the hereditary strain of alcoholism and codependency. Have a great day.